ride number 5, Pocket Knife. Pocket Knife will also race with blinkers on number 5. Number 6, Platinum Diva, a change of rider. Maker jockey Kevin Krieger. Kevin Krieger to ride number 6, Platinum Diva. In the 5th race today, a distance of 1 mile. Number 4, JB Books, a change of rider. Make the jockey Alex Anaya. Alex Anaya to ride number 4, JB Books in the 5th race. In the 6th race, a distance of 6 1/2 furlongs, number 1, Precise Timing, will race without blinkers. No blinkers for number 1, Precise Timing, in the 6th race. In the 7th race, a distance of 5 1/2 furlongs, the Angie C Stakes, number 1, Pure Dynamite, will carry 3 pounds over. Number 2, Parade of Dreams, a change of rider. Make the jockey Adrian Castellanos. Adrian Castellanos to ride number 2, Parade of Dreams. Number 5, Champagne Delight, will carry 2 pounds over. In the 8th race, the King County Express at 5 1/2 furlongs. Number 2, Cape Royal, carries 1 pound over. 1 over for number 2. Number 3, Epic in Time, will carry 2 pounds over. 2 over for number 3. Number 5, Cold Front Kid, a change of rider. Make the jockey Blake Nunley. Blake Nunley to ride number 5, Cold Front Kid. In the 9th race today, the Governor's Stakes at 6 1/2 furlongs. There are no changes in the 9th. In the 10th race today at 1 mile, number 3, Senor Tequilas, will carry 2 pounds over. 2 over for number 3. Number 4, Glorious Run, has been scratched. Scratch number 4, Glorious Run. Number 5, Bull Tiz, a change of rider. Make the jockey Blake Nunley. Blake Nunley to ride number 5, Bull Tiz, in the 10th race. Number 6, Now Cato, will carry 1 pound over. 1 over for number 6. And in the 11th and final race, the Kent Stakes at 1 mile, number 1, Subtle Shimmer, will carry 1 pound over. 1 over for number 1. Number 4, Evie Song, has been scratched. Scratch number 4, Evie Song, from the 11th and final race. Those are the changes, corrections, and scratches for today's racing program. Post time for the opener coming up in 36 minutes. Up next, it's Handicapper's Corner.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Handicappers Corner time here at Emerald Downs. A preview of action on this beautiful Sunday, July 19th. Joe Withey along with track announcer Tom Harris.
Joe, good to be with you.
Yeah, you bet. And 11 big ones today.
Big ones indeed. 6 stakes races on the program. A lot of interesting wagering opportunities as well that kind of coexist with those big races.
That's right. In fact, the jackpot pick 6 up to over 17,000 in that carryover. That'll start in race number 6 through 11. So the jackpot pick 6 wager contains all stakes races today. The best horses at Emerald Downs are in action today. 2 2-year-old races, 2 3-year-old races, and fillies and mares in a sprint, and of course the Governor's Stakes as well for 4-year-olds and up. Yeah, just some fantastic action today. We're just about a month before the Long Acres Mile Championship Sunday, August 16th. Just a reminder for families, kids, we've got great family fun activities in the park today with the face painters, the bounce house, the chalk talk stuff, and what's the other good one? The pony rides.
The pony rides, of course, and there's always a whole lot going on down there. It's a wonderful opportunity, and of course here on the track level, you've got the arcade as well. That's for all ages. Everybody likes the arcade, so always a whole lot going on these family fun weekends.
You bet. We expect a good crowd today. Of course, World Cup soccer, I think it's halftime right now, but we're concentrating on a 6 stakes race Sunday here at Emerald Downs. And also, it's the final day of Equine Art 2026. So that art is all on display on track level, just a little bit toward the south end, right? Not too far from the arcade. Equine Art, it's all for sale, and it is the show for 2026. You can peruse and look at your favorite pieces, and if it's not already purchased, again, the prices are right there. They're all for sale, and
maybe take one home with you. Beautiful artwork, by the way. Just such a wide array of artists on display here today, so you got to stop by and take a look at that.
The horse is the theme, Equine Art 2026, and Big Rusty is not too far from the exhibit as well. That was one of the submissions over 10 years ago, and Emerald Downs purchased Big Rusty, and he keeps an eye on the finish line and activities at the art show as well. So,
all right.
Yeah, stop by Equine Art. You can vote for your favorite as well, the People's Choice. You can pick up a voting ballot piece of paper and fill that out and vote for your favorite.
Why not? And there's a lot of them to choose from down there too, so it's going to be very interesting to see who the winner is.
Yes. Well, 6 stakes races today. 2 of the top names are Aloha Breeze and Slew's Tiz Whiz, both from the Tom Wenzel barn. Aloha Breeze will be in the first of the 6 stakes races. It's the Washington State Legislators Stakes, and certainly welcome to all legislators. It's their day at Emerald Downs, and wishing you all a great afternoon, seeing thoroughbred racing at its finest here in the state of Washington. Tom, Aloha Breeze is 2 for 2 this year. She's also 2 for 2 in the Legislators Stakes. Here she comes down the stretch by herself, which we've seen so many times. This is the 2024 running, and her stakes foes kind of strewn out behind her. Daffodil Sweet's going to get up for second, but Aloha Breeze is our leading active stakes winner with 8 added money victories. And here she is last July.
Yeah. Tell you what, the 2024 looked an awful lot like this year's run. You know, she's one of those horses that just keeps on winning. She knows what her job is. She goes out there and she makes it look easy. And that's just so impressive how she gets out there and takes care of business every time, it seems like.
Last year she beat La Push. La Push, her stablemate, is in the field again today. The Legislators Stakes race number 6 here at Emerald Downs, the 6th of 11, as we have those 6 straight stakes races. So, Aloha Breeze, and then, of course, Governor Stakes, Slew's Tiz Whiz. We featured him yesterday. He's going for an amazing 5th consecutive Governor's title.
He is, and he's going to stretch out a little bit to a distance that'll probably work a little bit more to his advantage out at 6.5 furlongs. That's a tough race, though. You know, I don't see a slam dunk in that race for anybody.
Yeah,
it's a tough race.
Tax Code's been the best sprinter so far. He's 2 for 2. He's beaten first horse to beat See That Tiger in a sprint at Emerald Downs, and Slew's Tiz Whiz third to Tax Code and See That Tiger in our recent Budweiser Stakes. So a couple of 2-year-old stakes as well today.
Absolutely. The stars of tomorrow going to shine today. So before I forget, we've got to mention the kids race on the track. And we would like to invite all the kids to take part in that, of course. All kids 12 and under. That race is going to be right after the 4th race. But we'd like to have you in the park area at 3 o'clock if you could. So moms, dads, get those kiddos over if they want to take part. There's ice cream involved at the finish line.
You know, what kid doesn't want to run once in a while?
You know, when there's ice cream, I'd be tempted to go, but I can't run anymore, Joe. So.
You were running when you were a kid. I know. We all were.
We chased that ice cream truck.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, also it's the return of the Seattle Slew Stakes. That'll be race number 10 today, and we're going to see the great Seattle Slew in action. We'll show a full race video of his earlier in the card as he won the Triple Crown in 1977, owned mainly by Karen and Mickey Taylor of Eastern Washington. And they're going to join us via Zoom as well, as they can't make it today, but they've been here for so many previous Seattle Slew Stakes at Emerald Downs, presenting the winner with that nice trophy, the stakes winning trophy. Okay, let's get to handicapping.
Jean Cruguet, wasn't that his pilot?
John Cruguet rode Seattle Slew, you bet.
I saw Seattle Slew, and I think the only race he lost was against J.O. Tobin, maybe.
That was his first loss after winning the Triple Crown.
I was there at Hollywood Park that day. I was trackside, and, you know, it was kind of a shocked crowd. But, you know, Seattle Slew, he just wasn't on top of his game that day. And but J.O. Tobin, man, threw a 107 and change on the fractions out there, and it was just, he wasn't going to be caught. But, you know, J.O. Tobin had a little bit of an advantage that day. He was kind of a hometown horse. That was his track. He loved that oval, and sometimes that happens.
Yes, and Seattle Slew had gone through the rugged Triple Crown Series, shipped out to Hollywood Park for that race after I think it was about a month after he won the Belmont, and that was his last race of the year. He did get sick that year fairly seriously, but we know he recovered and was an awesome 4-year-old as well.
Yes, he was. Indeed he was.
Okay, let us look at the first race at Emerald Downs, the Olympic Eagle Purse. It's a 6-furlong sprint for 3-year-olds and up. Who do you like, Tom?
Went to the inside with Can't Catch This Cat, Joe. Benefit of the Rel here, I think, is the class of the group. Steps out of the Auburn Stakes and goes for a price tag here. This horse won the Lads here last year. I think just has all the credentials. So I went 1, 3, and 5.
Yeah, he's coming out of the race with the toughest 3-year-olds. I did put the 4 on top. He's a rapidly improving horse. 3-putt. He comes off a big maiden victory. Kevin Krieger back for Blaine Wright. I went with a maiden breaker this week some point. That didn't work out that great, but 3-putt doesn't have that many career races, and he is really moving forward. Second race it's a short field, but a really fine field of mile runners, allowance optional claiming. Tom?
You know, Ideos Jojo's been a proven sort here on this oval. He's just defeated several of these and looks tough in the rematch here today. Seas of Normandy, probably the main rival here. Chased Jojo last time. These two going to meet again. Of course, a few others as well. I went 3, 5, and 4 here.
Okay, and Adios Jojo from trainer Howard Gibson, who took the lead in the training standings yesterday with his triple. So Howie Gibson just has been really hot from day one, and now he is the leader in the training standings. Adios Jojo, one of the reasons why, with a couple wins. I did go Veritas Aquitas, the one horse. I think he's going to get a great pace set up. this is only a 5-horse field, but there's going to be some push up front, and he had a really wide trip in the first turn. I think you can toss that last race out. I look for him to close well for Dan Markle, Frank Alvarado. Third race, 2-year-olds sprinting 5 furlongs, and of course it's a 2-year-old maiden race, so several first-time starters. What do you think here, Tom?
Went to the rail once again with School of Hard Knocks, the 1-horse solid workout pattern for the first asking. I think the rail's going to be a big plus here. Joe Toy has Alex Anaya to handle the reins. I went 1-8-7.
Okay. And I'm going to take the 7, Can't Lay, second-time starter from Frank Lucarelli. Split the field in his debut. The winner, Maddie Going Coastal, she's going to be the favorite in the NGC today. Can't Lay did not have a great trip. He was in tight and just lacked a little racing room. Second out improvement possible for him.
Yeah, he was a little wide in that race, and I think if he comes back to a cleaner trip, going to be very dangerous here.
3-1. Looks like he is the morning line favorite in there. The fourth race is the Equine Art Show purse at a mile for fillies and mares. And we do have Cayman McGregor off his mounts today. Talia Taimantois aboard the 5. And actually Kevin Krieger picks up the mount on Platinum Diva, who's the morning line favorite.
Yeah, that's where I landed on Platinum Diva in this race. Joe's been right there as a runner-up last couple of races. Also dropping a notch in class. We pick up the services of Kevin Krieger, so I go with Platinum Diva here. I went 6, 7, and 4.
She's run second. Her last 2 has Platinum Diva, both at this distance. So, yeah, certainly one to beat. She's been kind of a strong favorite in each. And Thirsty Nick really likes a mile. The number 3 horse, Alex Cruz, today for Ramiro Miraz. I'm looking for Thirsty Nick to turn things around at today's distance of a mile. Let's go to the 5th race, and this is a mile race for 4-year-olds and up. Really good field here. Alex Anaya picked up the mount on number 4, JB Books.
You know, I went to the 5, Brother O'Brien. I think he's just come into himself pretty nicely. Looks to be in peak form right now. Takes on a similar grouping here today. Kevin Krieger in the saddle for that one. JB Books, as you mentioned, will have Alex Anaya to do the guiding. And JB Books, a solid late kick to offer. You got to watch that one.
This is a good field, real strong. Brother O'Brien has really the best form, 2 wins and a photo finish loss in 3 races at this meeting. And I'm going upset in here, Tom, with number 1, Right Hand Rider, who's in from Colorado. But he won 2 mile races at Phoenix earlier this year, or actually won this year, won late last year. He also has run okay here at Emerald Downs when he's been here before, and he's got that rail with our leading rider, Silvio Amador. So I'll go 1, Tom 5 in the 5th. We start the stakes races with the Washington State Legislators Stakes. You going to pick against Aloha Breeze today, Tom?
You know, I won't. No.
Okay.
Aloha Breeze is just, she has shown us everything that you need to see. I mean, what else do you want to see from this mare? She's pretty much done it all. They're going to have to bring their A game if they're going to beat her. I got to go with her today. She's simply on top of her game. Adrian Castellanos gets the call here. Even money. That's the one to get.
Definitely so. Was she going to slow down at age 6 a little bit? Connections, Dr. George Tadaro, Bob Capoletti, stable manager, Tom Wenzel, trainer. They had a discussion whether to retire her and have her become a broodmare, but they brought her back, and she's been sensational.
Yeah, she's still got time for that. Let her have her fun,
true.
right? There is a horse in this race, Joe, that Nothing Is Forever, that had some pretty good races at Santa Anita and Del Mar. So if there is a spoiler here, it may come from that direction. Emerald
Downs debut for Nothing Is Forever. On to the 7th race. This is the NGC for 2-year-old fillies, and Maddie Going Coastal. Her debut on July 5th was sensational. I'm on her coming right back.
I got to agree with you. She just looked razor sharp in that debut run. Simply looks like the horse to beat here. I went 6-3-1 just like you did.
Okay, there it is. 6-3-1 we like in the 7th. The 8th race is the King County Express for juveniles, and I'm going to take a little bit of an outsider. Epic in Time. I'm looking for some second out improvement. He had a really rough trip in his debut on June 28th, and he still showed some run in that race. So clear trip, he could be the one.
Yeah, and this is not a cut and dried race. You know, I know we've got a lot of support on the 3-0 horse Caps and Carnage coming in here. I went with Diamond Dasher, the 6 horse here, Frank Alvarado. This horse sizzled in the debut score, has defeated several of these rivals here today. Caps and Carnage, 3 for 3, has to be respected, but this will be the first showing here.
That's right, but wins by 10 lengths or more at 2 different tracks is pretty impressive for a young 2-year-old.
Absolutely.
On to the 9th race. This is the Governor. Slews Tiz Whiz gets his distance. He's going for his 5th straight in the race. How do you see it?
You know what? I see it as a photo finish, if you want to be honest. I think Slews Tiz Whiz obviously going to be right there, but I did give the nod to Tax Code. I think Tax Code's, going right on top of his game. He's going after 3 straight here. Very impressive in the Budweiser Stakes. He gets out there, gets a good clean break, does everything right. I think he holds on, but Slews Tiz Whiz, you know and I know, he's going to be running late.
Yeah, we expect a really good performance from Slews Tiz Whiz. I'm going to go back to see that Tiger. He gets a weight shift from Tax Code. He's undefeated at the distance. He's a constant in sprints. Tax Code, for whatever reason, he's so good this year, but he is 0 for 3 at 6.5, so a little light maybe to upset him. The 10th race is the Seattle Slew for 3-year-old Scratch the 4. I'm going to go Robin Racer. He was getting to chase in that Auburn Stakes, and he's proven around 2 turns.
Yeah, I'm with you on Robin Racer. Won the Gottstein around 2 turns last year, as you mentioned. He's got that patented late running style. Frank Alvarado up. I went 2, 8, and 5 here.
Okay. And on to the 11th, the Kent for 3-year-old fillies. Also, these horses stretching out to 2 turns. Everyone but Tiger Lady has not run 2 turns, but, bewitching joy for me. Once again, she's just been sensational here at Emerald Downs.
She has, and I think she's the horse to beat. Looked really sharp winning the Seattle Stakes. I'm looking for a mild upset on the inside. Subtle Shimmer, number 1, may thrive at this distance, has that good late kick. Justin Evans had this horse as a 2-year-old, and the ownership is still there with Austin. Is it Austin or Addison?
Addison, yeah.
So one of the Evans family members anyway. But Subtle Shimmer for me, benefit of the inside post. Adrian Castellanos up.
Yeah, she's stakes placed in the Seattle, and her Damn Private Fortune was a good 2-turn horse, so there's a price possibility there. In the 11th and final, we've got a lot of work to do, a lot of fun, some handicapping tests coming up. Thanks for being here Sunday at Emerald Downs.
If you can pull John Lindley away from the soccer championship.
Yeah. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. 11 races at Emerald Downs today, and this date marked on the calendar of many horsemen. Sunday, July 19th, 6 stakes races at Emerald Downs. The track's best horses in action this afternoon, and some outstanding supporting races as well. Pete von Reitbauer here for a proclamation centered around Emerald Downs' 30th anniversary. And Karen and Mickey Taylor, we're going to actually hear from them from the Yakima area as we bring back the Seattle Slew Stakes here at Emerald Downs. John Lindley.
Yeah, 2 of the most famous Northwest Stakes are being run today, the Governors and the Seattle Slew, along with some others, of course. But what a great day, perfect weather for us, and we're going to get started with a lot of races to look at.
Yeah, 3 two-year-old races today. Of course, 2 stakes races, the Angie C and the King County Express, and also early in the card, race number 3 is a 2-year-old maiden race. So horses for this year and the future in action at Emerald Downs today, as Long Acres Mile Championship Sunday is August 16th. So we are approaching that, but so much going on today. Again, it's a family fun day in the park. And if you'd like to get involved in the kids race, make sure you're out in that park area north of the paddock by 3 p.m. The field for race number 1, 6 furlong sprint, 3-year-olds and up. Can't Catch This Cat was a fine 2-year-old. He won twice at Emerald Downs, including the WTBOA Lads last year, and he's looking to get his 3-year-old season going for trainer Frank Lucarelli. A little drop in class in here, John.
Yeah, he ran in the Auburn Stakes race, and it was 3-year-olds only, as he mentioned. This is 3 and up, but we're almost in August here. I don't think it's a big deal, but he's improved his speed figure every race. And last race, he veered out at the start, lost about a length there, came back with a nice workout, draws the inside, and if he gets out of the gate cleanly, hopefully he can get into some contention early, but he seems to be on the improvement and main contender here.
Yeah, he outran Robin Racer in the Lads last year, was Washington State champion juvenile, and ran a decent race in the Gottstein. Just looking to get going this year. 1 start in Phoenix, a couple here at Emerald Downs. Isaias Enriquez aboard, his regular rider. Field of 5 in race 1. The white horse, Sir Argento, just 1 start so far in 2026, and he ended last year on a high note with a maiden victory. And John, he's actually passed quite a few horses in his career. He's had 12 starts, and Candy Kreiderman, the trainer, looking to build off that first out.
Yeah, a lot of people like to bet gray horses. You don't get too many opportunities to bet a pure white horse, and as you talked about him, he is one of a rare number of horses. Last race, he ran okay. He was off a while, and it was a pretty fast race for a level, and as you mentioned, he can pass horses, and he showed good early speed that day and kind of stuck around. I expect him to run a lot better today.
Sir Argento, yeah, a rare white thoroughbred. Talia Timontois, second time aboard him for Candy Kreiderman. He comes out into the sunshine. Number 3 in the first race is Calm, Cool, and Collected for trainer Steve Bullock, and that barn is hot. Bullock won 2 races yesterday at Emerald Downs, and this horse has just been knocking on the door. He did get a maiden victory last year, but 3 seconds so far.
In each race he's actually run faster. He's just run into the wrong horse or the wrong scenario. 1 race back he was in a speed duel all the way. He won the battle but lost the war when Verdi passed him. Last race, Yeti Lute just sped out of the gate in front of him and ran 108 and 1. You're not going to be able to beat a horse in the non-winners at 2 that runs 108 and 1. Came back with a nice work, has good tactical speed. I know he'll be a big favorite again, but he should be.
There he is. Chestnut Son of Collected. Silvio Amador continues to ride Calm, Cool, and Collected. Behind him is 3-Putt, who is a 3-year-old Blaine Wright trainee with 2 starts in 2026. They've both been pretty good.
Yeah, and in his last race, he broke a step slowly, but did get a perfect trip after that along the inside off the speed duel. But he's lightly raced, as you mentioned. He just broke his maiden, but he has a right to continue to improve. Now, this is a little tougher company, but that outside draw and the fact that this is his 3rd race this year means he still has a lot of room to keep getting better.
Yes, he beat 9 others in his most recent for that maiden victory. So in against winners. This is a non-winners of 2 under conditions. 3-putt with Kevin Krieger back up for Blaine Wright. And Coastal Journey won his career debut last year as a juvenile. He has not been placed since. He's kept excellent competition. Alex Cruz rides him for the first time for trainer Doug McPhee as we go to the track for the Olympic Eagle Purse.
That's Dan Harrington's call to post for the first race today. Today's first race is the Olympic Eagle Purse, a distance of 6 furlongs. It's a claiming event, purse of $16,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Number 1, Can't Catch This Cat, will race without back shoes. Can't Catch This Cat, barefoot on the back. Number 1. Post time's coming up in less than 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, today the flag flies at half-staff here at Emerald Downs to honor United States Senator Lindsey Graham, who sadly passed recently. And ladies and gentlemen, if you could please rise if able and kindly remove your hats for today's national anthem, we welcome Rachel LaBranche, a dynamic vocalist who performs across the Pacific Northwest, lending her voice to local bands and community theater productions. Rachel's talent has earned her recognition, including winning Auburn Idol in 2007 and performing at the Washington State Fair. She has proudly sung the national anthem here at Emerald Downs on numerous occasions. Now here's Rachel LaBranche.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air,
That's Rachel LaBranche.
First of 11 coming up at Emerald Downs, a 6 furlong sprint for 3-year-olds and upward. And this is the start of the early pick four wagering today, starting in race number 1, always in the last 4 races on the card. And we also have a start in race number 4 for a pick 4. Let's head up to track announcer Tom Harris for a selection in the first.
Well, Joe, I see you got John Lindley away from the World Cup Championship game for just a little while.
Yes, he's interested in a couple things going on here today.
Absolutely. First race, I go to the inside. Can't Catch This Cat. Looks to be the class of the group. Steps out of the Auburn Stakes and goes for a price tag here. Won the Lads Stakes here last year. And Sias Enriquez will do the guiding here for trainer Frank Lucarelli. I go to the inside. Can't Catch This Cat on top. Calm, Cool, and Collected has to be considered. Chased a pretty tough Yeti Loot in that last outing. And Coastal Journey rounds out my top 3 on the outside. Just another classy sort that could respond in this group. 1, 3, and 5, my picks here in the opener.
Thanks, Tom. Can't Catch This Cat from the rail for Frank Lucarelli. John Lindley.
I keep picking Calm, Cool, and Collected, and he runs great every time. He's been outrun. I'm hoping the connections are aggressive with him, go right to the lead, and we'll see if he can get that elusive second lifetime win here.
Yep, non-winners at 2 under conditions unless you are a Washington bred or a 3-year-old, that is. So, Can't Catch This Cat, Calm, Cool, and Collected. John, I'm going to take 3-putt coming off his maiden victory. That is not the greatest angle in racing. Your first start against winners is usually a pretty tough task after being in maiden races, but this horse has just 2 really good races as a 3-year-old. Won easily over a field of 10 last time out. Kevin Krieger returns to ride for Blaine Wright. I'm on the 4, John's on the 3, Tom's on the 1 here in the first.
And the horses have arrived at the starting gate. It's post time for the first. The Olympic Eagle purse at 6 furlongs. Can't Catch This Cat, first one to go up. Sir Argento right alongside. Now the current favorite, Calm, Cool, and Collected. 3-putt, one from the outside, steps up. Coastal Journey, last one. Now the Olympic Eagle in the gate. And runners away. Step slow at the gate. Can't Catch This Cat. Moving on, Calm, Cool, and Collected got a good start. Coastal Journey as well. 3-putt from between the 2. Then comes Sir Argento back of that. Can't Catch This Cat's at the tail. 5 front to back. Midway up the backstretch they go. They've just over a half mile to go now. And on the inside, Calm, Cool, and Collected brings them along. Opening fraction of 21.92. On the outside, 3-putt is right there to shadow the leader. Sir Argento's a closer third at the rail. 2 more to Coastal Journey, backing off from the outside. Can't Catch This Cat is next at the inside and stirring as they run to the quarter pole. Around the turn and to the top of the stretch they come. Calm, cool, and collected just in front. Sir Argento is right there at the inside. 3-putt from the outside. Can't Catch This Cat back of that deep stretch now. Calm, cool, and collected, holding them off. 3-putt chasing on the outside, and Sir Argento, the race to the finish. Calm, cool, and collected, and 3-putt very tight at the wire. Photo finish between those two. Sir Argento back of that. Can't Catch This Cat and Coastal Journey. Running time was a quick 1:09 and 11/100ths. Photo finish for the first race. There is a photo. Photo shows number 3, Calm, Cool, and Collected, the winner. Number 4, 3-putt, was second. Finishing third, number 2, Sir Argento. And fourth, number 1, Can't Catch This Cat. Once again, the running time was 1:09 and 11/100ths. The first race today was the Olympic Eagle Purse. Results for the first race official. The official winner, number 3, Calm, Cool, and Collected. In the Michelob Ultra Winner's Circle, Calm, Cool, and Collected. He's owned by Charlie Clark, trained by Steve Bullock, ridden to victory by Silvio Amador. A 4-year-old chestnut gelding by Collected. From Mambo Tell, she was sired by Tell of the Cat. Bred in Kentucky by Dr. Rodney Orr. And a look at the prices for the first race today. Winner number 3, Calm, Cool, and Collected. $406 to win, $232 on the place, $222 to show. Number 4, 3 putt, 276 to place, 258 to show. Number 2, Sir Argento, $3.24 to show. Winning exacta, $3.95. The 50-cent trifecta, $9. And the 10-cent super, $1.90. Coming up, the second race today, it's a distance of 1 mile. No changes in the second race. The second race today is the Bud Light Purse. Post time on the board at 2:16, 19 minutes until post time. There's a look at the photo for the win. Calm, cool, and collected by a whisker. And a reminder to all the moms and dads and the kids, we'll have the kids race coming up after the fourth race today. All kids 12 and under should gather in the park area at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, join us in the park area, and we'll have the kids race right after the fourth race here. That's for all kids 12 and under. Ice cream after the finish in the winner's circle here. Kids race coming up for Family Fun Weekend after race 4. And today is Family Fun Day. It's presented by Leaf Guard. There's bounce houses, pony rides, face painting, and sidewalk chalk in the park area until 5 p.m. All the activities are free. Special thanks to Leaf Guard, proudly presenting Family Fun Day.
Paddock time, Emerald Downs on this Sunday afternoon. Beautiful day in the Northwest, and big race day at the track with 6 stakes races coming up. It's also Equine Art 2026 day finale. Yeah, the art show has been going on this week on track level. Many of you are aware of that. The art is there on display, and all art is for sale. Deb Cepeda, as young as she is, she goes way back in the art show. Deb, you are so highly respected here in Washington and have won categories in the art show so many times, and you were involved again this year.
That's very true. The art show started in 1980, and I entered that very first show. It was at the Sales Pavilion down at Longacres.
Yeah, and Deb is always has an entry. She helps out at the table. And Deb, today we want to make sure that people know that the art is for sale. Many pieces have been sold, of course, and it's all open until the end of racing today. And there's another little category that fans can vote on.
Yeah, the People's Choice Award. It's important to the artists because they win a prize, and it feels good to win it.
Yeah, People's Choice. You can browse the art on display and vote for your favorite. And there is a cash prize for the winner, which will be announced later this afternoon. But Deb, your submission, tell us about your submission that won this year.
It's just a picture I did from the ranch I go to and ride, and it's kind of a twist on words. It's his bark is worse than his bite, because there's this little corgi bringing a horse in the dust. It's pretty fun.
I like that, and you know, an artist's inspiration, creativity comes from a lot of different areas.
That's very true. That the ranch is my muse.
The ranch is your muse, okay? And I think you've won Best in Show before.
I have a couple of times. It's pretty fun. I'm going to miss this show.
Yeah. Well, Deb Cepeda, a yearly entrant in the Equine Art Show. Again, she helps, she's on the committee as well, helping organize and produce the show. So it's equine art. It's all based around the horse. And Deb has talents in art, and you've brought it to the horse. We appreciate that, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Deb Cepeda joining us. She'll be back upstairs at the art show committee's desk. And if you have any questions, stop by. Again, all the art's for sale. Thanks, Deb.
Thank you.
Deb Cepeda joining us here in the paddock on Equine Art Day, as well as 6 stakes races at Emerald Downs. John Lindley joining me here. That was a tight photo in the first, John, and of course, we need the photo finish camera once in a while. We certainly need it that time, as 3-putt was getting to even terms, maybe even a slight head lead, one jump before the wire, but calm, cool, and collected won it.
You know, you look at that race, and I thought it was a dead heat when I showed the slow motion. As you mentioned, it was a pretty close photo, and top 2 ran great races. And the thing that might have tipped everybody off before the race is there was a hot barn that had a really good day yesterday, which you were part of. So they've continued their win streak.
Yeah, speaking of Steve Bullock winning that first race with jockey Silvio Amador. We're on to the second. Veritas Equitas has the rail, and he has probably a pretty good pace despite this short field.
Yeah, last race he broke a step slowly. He was 5 wide around the first turn, which puts you in no man's land in a race that, you know, a flat mile like that. He moves all the way inside. Obviously, he'll break cleanly hopefully today and get a nice stalking trip, and we'll see if he can reverse the result of his last race.
Yeah, he's a 2-turn runner. Dan Markle trainee, Frank Alvarado. Candy Caballo is going to stretch it out. Ran a good race in the Gottstein a couple of years ago as a 2-year-old.
Yeah, in his last start, he got hooked in 21-2. I mean, that's as fast as you can go for 6.5, and paid the price late. This is a little easier company in the sense that he should be able to control the pace from the start. I think he's the horse to catch.
Yeah, he's a talented sprinter for sure. Going a mile today for Tom Wenzel. Adrian Castellanos up. Adios Jojo is one of the claiming stories of the meeting so far, and of course his trainer Howard Gibson is on top in the standings.
Yeah, last race he had to sit off his stablemate Creative Ohm, but as soon as he got clear, he drew off to a nice score. He draws outside the other speed horse. As you mentioned, he's very sharp right now.
Very sharp, just one at the distance, did the big, tall Adios Jojo, a son of Smiling Tiger. Kevin Orozco up. Atmospheric River also has shown ability in 2 turns.
He comes off a close third to Adios Jojo in the last race. He had a little bit of trouble in the clubhouse turn, had a good trip after that. He's on the improve, though.
And he'll have Silvio Amador. Seas of Normandy for Ian Jewell, certainly capable. Lots and lots of seconds and thirds for him. He did win a nice race here last year around 2 turns. And Blake Nunnally aboard Seas of Normandy as we go to the track for race 2.
Horses are on the track for the second race today in the Bud Light Purse, a distance of 1 mile. An allowance optional claiming event. The purse is $25,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upward. Post time coming up in 5 minutes.
Race number 2 at Emerald Downs. Some top horses in here. A field of 5 to go a mile. Adios Jojo having a great season as a 4-year-old. Candy Caballo, a very fast sprinter, stretching out to a mile. Seas of Normandy has a fine resume as well, looking to get back in the winner's circle. And a field of 5. Let's head up to Tom for his selection.
All right, Joe, in this second race, I'll go with Adios Jojo, who just defeated several of these and looks pretty tough in the rematch here today. He was really sharp in that mile victory last time away, stopped the clock in 1:36.1 and was pulling away from the field. So if he brings that type of effort here again today, Adios Jojo looks pretty tough. Seas of Normandy chased Jojo last time out. Going to try for the rematch here. And to round out my top 3, Atmospheric River finished out well against JoJo and Seas of Normandy in that last get-together. Could rain on the parade as a possible spoiler from off the pace. I'll go 3, 5, and 4 here in the second.
Okay, Adios JoJo, currently the favorite with a few minutes to wager. He is number 3. And let's hear from John Lindley.
Yeah, this is a super evenly matched field of really good horses, but I'm going to go with the horse I think is going to be leading into the first turn, and that's number 2, Candy Caballo. Last race, he forced a super fast pace and paid the price. I think the pace will be slower. I think he's bred the route, even though the most he's done is a third routing. We'll see if that's the case.
Okay, well, we had 3 different opinions in the first race. John had that winner, calm, cool, and collected. We're going to have 3 different opinions in this 5-horse field. Veritas Equitas for me. Number 1, Veritas Equitas. Frank Alvarado. I can see pace competition. I can see the leaders pushing that pace and setting it up for a horse off the pace, and that certainly fits the 1. You can throw out his last race. He really lost a lot of ground. He can do better. He has done better here at Emerald Downs. I'm on the 1. Tom's on the 3, and John's on the 2 in the second.
The horses are approaching the starting gate. And the horses have reached the starting gate. Post time for the Bud Light Purse at 1 mile. Field set to load for this one. Veritas Equitas from the inside, first one to go in. Here comes Candy Caballo to follow suit. Frank Alvarado atop Veritas Equitas, and Adrian Castellanos handles Candy Caballo. Here comes Adios JoJo with pilot Kevin Orozco. Atmospheric River, one from the outside under Silvio Amador. Seas of Normandy will be the last one, and Blake Nunley. Emerald starter Mark Gibson will let him go. And runners away. Good start for Candy Caballo. Goes right out to the front. Adios JoJo is lapped to the outside of that one, and Seas of Normandy holding third, 3 off the rail as they make way round the Mount Rainier turn. And it's Candy Caballo to bring them along by a length. Adios JoJo settled into stride second, 1.5 lengths. Seas of Normandy follows up at the rail. Veritas Equitas gains ground at the inside. And then comes Atmospheric River. Up the backstretch they go. Candy Caballo took him through a 23-23 opening fraction and goes on to lead it 3 parts of a length. Adios Jojo right behind. Seas of Normandy follows next. Veritas Aquitas is gaining at the inside. An Atmospheric River, they're tightly grouped as they run for the far turn. The half was a quick 46 and 15/100ths. Candy Caballo has led it every step of the way and takes them into the turn by a length. Adios Jojo is right there, waiting to make his move on the outside second. Span of 3 to Veritas Aquitas, a patient third. Length more to Seas of Normandy. Atmospheric River at the tail. They round the turn and head for home. Candy Caballo at the inside, bounces off the turn in front. Middle of the racetrack, Adios Jojo chasing, but a late say now at the inside from Veritas Aquitas is gaining with every stride. The race to the wire, Veritas Aquitas to win it. Candy Caballo was second, Adios Jojo third, Seas of Normandy and Atmospheric River. Time for the mile was a fast minute 34 and 89/100ths. Unofficial order of finish appears on the totalizator board for today's second race. Finishing first, it was number 1, Veritas Aquitas. Second was number 2, Candy Caballo. Finishing third, number 3, Adios Jojo. And fourth was number 5, Seas of Normandy. Once again, the running time for the mile, 1 minute 34 and 89/100ths. Second race today was the Bud Light Purse. Results for the second race official. In the Michelob Ultra Winners Circle, Veritas Aquitas. Owned by Leslie Ann McLennan, Dan Markle, and Donna Wright. The winning trainer is Dan Markle, and the winning pilot, Frank Alvarado. Veritas Aquitas, a 5-year-old bay gelding by Keen Eyes. From the mare, Little Creatotone, she was sired by Bernardini. Bred in Kentucky by Terrence Mann. And a look at the prices for the second race. Veritas Aquitas returns $6.14 on the win ticket. $3.02 to place, $2.18 to show. Number 2, Candy Caballo. $4.12 to place, $2.82 to show. Number 3, Ideos JoJo, $2.22 to show. Exacta, $11.18. The early double, $5.84. 50-cent trifecta, $13. 67 cents. The 10-cent super, $6.89. There was a claim in the second race. Number 4, Atmospheric River, was claimed. The new owner, Rev Racing LLC. The new trainer, Frank Lucarelli. Number 4, Atmospheric River, claimed from the second. Coming up, the third race today, the Muckleshoot Casino Resort Purse at 5 furlongs. Number 1, School of Hard Knocks, will carry 2 pounds over. Number 3, Riker's Heat, has been scratched. Scratch. Number 3, Riker's Heat. Number 8, Polar Patrol, a change of rider. Make his jockey Kevin Krieger, 1 pound over. Kevin Krieger, 1 over to ride at number 8, Polar Patrol. Post time for the third race at 2:44, 18 minutes until post time. And fans, don't forget the kids race coming up after the fourth race today. All kids 12 and under should gather in the park area at 3 p.m. The kids will be invited to race down the home stretch here at Emerald Downs, and after they cross the finish line, they'll head to the winner's circle and get a free ice cream. Kids race coming up after race 4 today. And race fans, don't forget the Equine Art Show concludes today on the track level. Take a look around, see if you see something you like. It can be yours, as all the artwork is for sale. A portion of the proceeds goes to the Washington Thoroughbred Foundation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Seattle Slew Stakes returns to Emerald Downs today. It was first run in Washington at Long Acres in 1977 to honor racing's first undefeated Triple Crown winner. On the big screen and other monitors, Seattle Slew's second start of his 3-year-old season, the Grade 1 Flamingo at Hialeah. Yeah, one of the all-time greats for sure in thoroughbred racing. Seattle Slew, a Triple Crown winner. His first start as a 3-year-old was just like that at Hialeah. Then he won the Wood Memorial, the Kentucky Derby after a poor start, the Preakness, and of course the Belmont Stakes.
Yeah, I had not seen that video, but on that second turn, man, he was in a race by himself. It's pretty cool to see 49 years ago. Next year is his 50th anniversary.
And how about being one of the greatest sires of all time as well, John?
Yeah, I remember in the early 80s his stud fee was $500,000, which right now would be like $1.5 million. So pretty cool.
The first horse to have a $500,000 stud fee. Seattle Slew owned, the majority owners, Karen and Mickey Taylor of White Swan, Washington. And they got the name, of course, from their home state and reaped the rewards of following him as a racehorse and the rewards of owning him in his stud career as well. All right, the third race is a 2-year-old maiden race. By the way, Seattle Slew was the undefeated 2-year-old champion of 1976. 3 starts in the fall in New York. Number 1 here is School of Hard Knocks. We do have 4 first-time starters in this race. School of Hard Knocks by Barkley, who, as we well know, is off to an excellent start as a Washington sire at Eldorado Farms in Enumclaw. Irene's bonus baby. John, 10 previous starters, 10 winners, 7 multiple winners. She was a stakes winner way back when here at Emerald Downs.
And she also had early speed. And this barn has won with 2-year-old first-time starters. The last time they did was 2021. Interestingly enough, though, with this rider. So the fact that this rider's on, they drew the 1 hole. You have a mother who's quick, a mother whose babies have been quick, and a Barkley who throws speed. A lot of positives here. I suspect this horse will draw some money today.
You bet. School of Hard Knocks, career debut coming up. Number 2 there, Nathan Knows Best, another first-time starter. He's by Jake LaGold, who from his limited opportunities, he's had several runners with speed on the West Coast. This is a Washington bred. The dam won 15 races and over 250,000. This is just her second foal to start.
Yeah, nice even workout pattern. This barn did win with a 2-year-old first-time starter back in 2024. They don't start a lot of them, but they do have had them win on occasion.
Yeah, well, the barn won yesterday with Bonita Muchacha.
Correct, and of course, Miss Dynamic a few years ago.
Yeah. Okay. Nathan knows best the 2 with Blake Nunnally. Scratched the 3. Black Shimmer, a second-time starter by Conveyance. Tough trip.
Very troubled start, broke a length and a half slow after being hopped and crowded, and then was bumped again and then was wide. A lot of things went negative. And interesting, he came back with a really nice gate workout. I suspect this horse has a lot more speed than he showed in his first race.
And he's telling his handler there in the paddock, yeah, I want to run again. I can do better. Black Shimmer with Kevin Orozco today for Howard Gibson. Candy Charmer, the 5, is a first-time starter by Dancing Candy out of a mare who made over $300,000. Her previous 3 foals to race are all winners. Yeah,
a stable made of number 4 Black Shimmer, and this horse also shows a really good gait workout recently. Another one that is bred to have early speed, good breeding, and a nice workout pattern.
Adrian Castellanos aboard the 5. There he is. Candy Charmer, Calbred. Cupid Express is a Washington bred by Bodie Express out of a mare who made over $400,000. She's produced 2 winners.
Yeah, first few works were slow, but definitely picked it up in his last 2 workouts. Bred to excel at maybe some longer distances. However, his last work was pretty nice.
Cupid Express. Javier Matias getting aboard for Coco Patino. Authentic is the sire of Cantlay. Not a clean trip for him in his debut.
No, it was in tight quarters, bumped around, steadied on the backstretch, then was wide, moves outside, and this barn does extremely well second out.
Okay, and the outside horse is Polar Patrol, who had 2 races down at Turf Paradise in the spring, and he's in the barn of Frank Lucarelli. Note the rider change Kevin Krieger on the track for race 3.
Horses take the track for the 3rd race, a distance of 5 furlongs, the Muckleshoot Casino Resort Purse. It's a maiden claiming event. Purse of $16,000 for maiden 2-year-olds. Reminder that number 3, Riker's Heat, has been scratched. Note the rider change for number 8, Polar Patrol, the jockey now Kevin Krieger. Post time coming up in 5 minutes.
The third race at Emerald Downs is the Muckleshoot Casino Resort Purse. 2-year-old colts and geldings sprinting 5 furlongs. 4 first-time starters in the field of 7. Scratch number 3. And Kevin Krieger is the rider on number 8, Polar Patrol. Let's head up to Tom.
Joe, in this one, I'm going to go to the inside with number 1, School of Hard Knocks. Before I dive into this, by the way, you had that winner, didn't you, in the last race?
I did, Tom.
Good
yes.
job. Good on you. That was, what, 8-1, so you did pretty well on that one.
Well, he got bet down a little bit, Veritas Aquitas, but he won. That's the main thing, right?
Got the winner, you got the W, and John got the first race.
Yes, he did.
So I'm the odd man out here. I got to find one. Maybe here in this third. School of Hard Knocks inside. Alex Anaya guides the first-time starter for trainer Joe Toy. This one does check in with a couple of bullet workouts to the credit and has a nice workout pattern. What I like to see on these youngsters coming up is just a steady, nice, even workout every couple of weeks, every 10 days to 2 weeks. And we're seeing that across the board there with School of Hard Knocks, as with some of the other ones here as well. Polar Patrol, second selection in this race. I'll also use number 7, Cantley, who has got the first race out of the way, raced evenly in the debut. 187 for me in the third.
Okay, Tom goes School of Hard Knocks. First-time starter by Barkley out of a very productive Washington female family. John.
I'm going to move outside and go to number 7, Cantley. As we talked, didn't get the best of trips in his debut, but he came back with, a barn that does very well, 32% with their second-time starters. He's bred to get better as they go a little longer than this race, but that experience edge and the fact that he gets outside post, maybe he'll get a clean start and get a nice trip today, and we'll see if he can get his maiden win.
Okay, and Isaiah Enriquez is back aboard Cantley, second time out for Frank Lucarelli. The winner of that race, Maddie Goen Coastal, is going to be the favorite in the Angie C coming up today. She won it by 6.5 lengths, so, not a terrible race by Cantley in his debut, despite some definite traffic trouble. I'm on him as well. John and I on the 7, Tom's on the 1 here in the third.
And the horses have reached the starting gate. Post time for the third. Third race, the Muckleshoot Casino Resort Purse at 5 furlongs. First one in, School of Hard Knocks, inside post. Here comes Nathan Knows Best. Black Shimmer to join them. Now comes Candy Charmer. Cupid Express looks it over. Little hesitation there from Cupid Express, number 6. Gate Krug finds the handle on Cupid Express, and he is settled away. Now comes Cantlay, one from the outside. Polar Patrol standing by will be the last one. Kevin Krieger dismounts from Polar Patrol. Polar Patrol with that big red shadow roll right at the gate door. Now they have Polar Patrol in. Jockey Kevin Krieger climbs aboard in the gate, and we're set to go. And runners away. Good start for Nathan Knows Best from the inside. Quick into stride, far outside. Polar Patrol got off well. From between horses, Black Shimmer is quickly up there and engages on the lead. Cantlay fourth on the outside. School of Hard Knocks next at the rail, length and a half to Candy Charmer. Still 3 back to Cupid Express. And around the turn they go with Nathan Knows Best on the lead, clear by 2. Nathan Knows Best takes him to the quarter pole, and Polar Patrol is right behind now. From between horses, Black Shimmer still in the search, and they round the turn and run for home. Nathan Knows Best kicks off the turn. Polar Patrol is right there now, and Polar Patrol takes the lead. Center of the racetrack. On the attack is Candy Charmer. Candy Charmer full of run, 40 yards to the line. Polar Patrol, those two in a photo. School of Hard Knocks up late to get third. Nathan Knows Best followed Black Shimmer. Then Cantlay back to Cupid Express. Running time 59 and 18 100ths. Photo finish on the win. Photo shows number 5, Candy Charmer, the winner. Number 8, Polar Patrol was second. Number 1, School of Hard Knocks, third. Number 2, Nathan Knows Best, finishing fourth. Once again, the running time was 59 and 18 100ths. The third race today, the Muckleshoot Casino Resort Purse. Results for the third race official. The official winner, number 5, Candy Charmer. Into the Michelob Ultra winner's circle, it's Candy Charmer. He's owned by Paul Miller and Raymond Wayland. The winning trainer is Howie Gibson, and the winning rider, Adrian Castellanos. Candy Charmer's a 2-year-old bay gelding by Danzig Candy. From My Four Chicks, she was sired by Henny Hughes. Bred in California by Diane Basher. Here's a look at the prices for the third race today. Winner number 5, Candy Charmer, $7.34 on the win ticket, $3.96 to place, $3.16 to show. Second was number 8, Polar Patrol, $5.42 to place, $3.76 to show. Number 1, School of Hard Knocks, third, $3.98 on the show ticket. Winning exact of $15.48. The rolling double, $13.06, 50-cent trifecta, $53.62. 10-cent super, $54.20. And the early pick 3, $14.71. Coming up, the fourth race today, it's the Equine Art Show Purse at 1 mile. Number 5, Pocket Knife. A change of rider. Make the jockey Talia Timantois. Talia Timantois, the rider, for number 5, Pocket Knife. Also, Pocket Knife will race with Blinkers On. Blinkers On, number 5. Number 6, Platinum Diva, a change of rider. Make her jockey Kevin Krieger. Kevin Krieger to ride number 6, Platinum Diva. Post time for the fourth race coming up at 3:13. 18 minutes until post time. Attention to all the youngsters taking part in the kids' race on the track. Still time to get down to the park area, but do so now. Right after the fourth race, we'll have the kids' race on the track. All kids 12 and under invited to take part. Be sure to gather at this time in the park area. Kids will race down the stretch, and after they finish, they'll get a free ice cream for their efforts. It's all part of Leaf Guard's Family Fun Day at the races. Don't forget the bounce houses, pony rides, face painting, sidewalk chalk. It's all in the park area until 5 p.m. today. All the activities are free. Race fans, join us next Saturday and Sunday, July 25th and 26th. It's Fiesta Premio Esmeralda here at Emerald Downs. It's a fun weekend celebrating Hispanic heritage. We'll have the dancing horses, live music, dancers, plus great food vendors in the park. Gates open at 11:30 both days. The first horse show will be on the track at 1:30. Make plans to join us for Fiesta Premio Esmeralda.
Paddock time for race number 4, a big race day here at Emerald Downs. We have 6 stakes races, including the Washington State Legislators Stakes. Our 2 guests here in the paddock are with the King County Council, doing the political thing too, like the legislators. Pete Von Reitbauer and Stephanie Fain joining me in the paddock. Thanks so much for being here today. Pete has been such an outstanding supporter of Emerald Downs and thoroughbred racing and the Auburn community. Pete, always good to see you at the track. You always make it out on sunny days, too.
Absolutely. We're honored to be here because we're honored by the presence of this track in South King County.
Yeah, we just had our 30th birthday anniversary a couple weeks ago and enjoying a good season and a big day today, and you have a special proclamation here.
It's hard to get the King County Council to agree on one thing, but they unanimously agreed upon this proclamation. If it was up to us, we'd probably give Ron Crockett property tax free for the rest of his life because of what he did. This facility was originally brought together because Mr. Crockett and his associates brought this together. And now the Muckleshoot tribe picked up that problem that we had, financial issues that we're dealing with the industry, and they have proceeded to make jobs their number one industry here. We have thousands of jobs in King County that are as a result of the commitment that Ron Crockett gave when he created this, and the Muckleshoot tribe now in maintaining it.
You bet. And the facility looks fantastic 30 years later. The grandstand, all 6 floors, the stable area gets rave reviews from any newcomer that comes to Emerald Downs because of the facilities back there. And Ron and Jack Hodge, our vice president, that was job one for them, to maintain a working and clean and usable facility for fans and horsemen.
Joe, it's a great tax base for us. It's a great tourist attraction. I'd like my colleague now to read the proclamation on behalf of the King County Council.
Very good. Stephanie?
Thank you. All right. Whereas Emerald Downs opened its gates on June 20th, 1996, upholding a legacy of thoroughbred horse racing in Western Washington, following the closure of the Long Acres Racetrack in 1992 after 59 seasons. And whereas since 2015, Emerald Downs has been owned and operated by the Muckleshoot tribe, who took over the stewardship from a group of investors led by Ron Crockett and have consistently invested in the track's growth and its role in the broader community. And whereas the track supports approximately 1,000 jobs across the state, including positions at breeding farms and among suppliers whose livelihoods depend upon a thriving racing industry. And whereas, beyond racing, Emerald Downs serves as a year-round gathering place for King County residents, hosting community events and providing banquet and meeting facilities. And whereas, for over 30 years, Emerald Downs has generated an economic impact exceeding $5 billion for the state of Washington, serving as a cornerstone institution in the region's entertainment economy. And whereas Emerald Downs welcomes more than 200,000 guests annually to experience live racing, including the track's signature race, the Long Acres Mile, alongside popular community transitions such as corgi races, T-Rex races, family fun weekends, Fiesta Primero Esmeralda, as well as King County Express Stakes. Now, therefore, we, the Metropolitan King County Council, recognize Emerald Downs on its 30th anniversary and extend our gratitude for the ongoing efforts in collaboration with the Muckleshoot tribe to preserve the tradition of thoroughbred racing, foster community events, and support a unique industry in King County. Dated this 14th day of July 2026.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And these are two of my colleagues, Councilmember Rhonda Lewis and Councilmember Claudia Balducci, proving that once again this is a very King County project that we're very proud of.
Rhonda and Claudia joining Pete and Stephanie here for the proclamation. Thank you so much. We're excited for the future and the present today, a big race day. Thank you so much for being part of it and the proclamation, Pete.
Thank you very much.
Pete Von Reitbauer, Stephanie Fain, Rhonda Lewis, and Claudia Balducci, all here on Washington State Legislators Day at Emerald Downs. Horses in the walking ring for the fourth race. The Equine Art Show Purse, that's just another event. It's another holiday at Emerald Downs on a Sunday. 6 stakes races. And Fillies and Mares going a mile in this race. Number 6 Platinum Diva has been a strong favorite in her last couple, John Lindley, and she has run well, just not first to the wire.
Yeah, last race she didn't change leads till right at the end, and when she did change leads, she closed strongly, wasn't able to get GG's gist map, but still ran a good second. We've had 2 photo finishes in the first 3 races. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a third one this race.
Yeah, a field of 8 in here. Number 3, Thirsty Nick. She comes out of the starter allowance series, the Daffodil Suite, and she goes to a preferred distance. She has been a good miler in her career.
Yeah, in her last race, she was in the 1-hole sprinting. She broke a step slow and ran evenly. But as you mentioned, back in May, she ran a great second to Yogai after being on the lead throughout. This is a little easier company for her. We'll see if she can bounce back with a good try.
This is the start of another Pick 4 wager, races 4 through 7. 50-cent Pick 4 wagering as fillies and mares go to the track for the Equine Art Show purse.
As Dan Harrington's called to post for the fourth race today. The fourth race, a distance of 1 mile. It's the Equine Art Show purse. Claiming event, purse of $9,000 for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward. Make note that number 5, Pocket Knife, a change of rider. Her jockey now, Talia Timontois. Also, Pocket Knife races with blinkers on. And for number 6, Platinum Diva, the pilot Kevin Krieger. Post time in 5 minutes.
Coming up on race number 4 at Emerald Downs, once again the Equine Art Show purse. Equine Art on track level throughout the day. This is a filly and mare race at 1 mile. It's the start of another Pick 4 wager, races 4 through 7. Let's head up to Tom.
All right, Joe, in this fourth race, I'm going to go to number 6, Platinum Diva, who's been absolutely right there as a runner-up in the last couple of starts. Platinum Diva last year raced at Lone Star, Remington Park, and Louisiana Downs, and some pretty tough allowance company there. Then journeyed to Turf Paradise in Phoenix, where she picked off 2 wins on the turf course at this range of a mile. And in her 2 local starts, she's finished second with a good finishing kick on both occasions. I'll put her on top today. Kevin Krieger has the call. Roses Are Blue, my second selection. They will be putting temporary full cup blinkers on Roses Are Blue when she loads into the starting gate. She's not a big fan of the starting gate, so they're going to put these full cup blinkers, if I can only say that, on her just temporarily, and then they will be removed once she is in the starting gate. So Roses Are Blue, my second selection, and then Solo Un Beso to round out the top 3. 6, 7, and 4, my picks here in the fourth.
6 on top, Platinum Diva, and note that rider change from your program. Kevin Krieger aboard for trainer George Rosales. John.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Platinum Diva did get a perfect trip last time, and the only thing that probably cost her the win is she didn't change leads. Hopefully she'll change them today, but there's 3 or 4 horses that I think like the early lead, so she's going to get a nice pace set up. Maybe she can make amends for her last couple starts where she was heavily bet and could only manage second.
Yeah, coming off a couple seconds as the favorite, Platinum Diva. I did go Thirsty Nick. She's maybe not on as good a form as she was here last summer, but she does like the mile as a preferred distance and gets that today. And as John mentioned, there could be a contested pace up front. That would help her in her behind running style. Alex Cruz is aboard Thirsty Nick for Ramiro Miraz. I'm on the 3, John and Tom on the 6 here in the fourth.
And the horses are nearing the starting gate for the fourth race, the Equine Art Show Purse at 1 mile. As I mentioned just a moment ago, we have Roses Are Blue. She's a bit of a problem child at the starting gate, so Blake Nunley not going to mess around. He's going to let the handlers go to work on Roses Are Blue. They'll put those full cup blinkers on her. You can already see she doesn't like it at all, but once they get them on, she'll be hopefully a bit easier to load into the starting gate. The connections have been working with her in the mornings to get her a little more used to the starting gate. She's just fine once she leaves the gate, but getting her in there is a bit of a job. They're working with her right now to see if they can have a little better luck today. Now it looks like they have those blinkers on. That's half the battle right there. So those are full cup closed blinkers. They're just as full as you can get for blinkers. And that prevents her from looking around from side to side, so she'll focus at what's directly in front of her. We'll see if she'll load from behind the gate here today. Usually she backs in from the front, but we're going to try it here from behind. So around to the front we go. And then we'll try to back her in from in front of the gate. She's no stranger to this, by the way. She's 8 years old. She's done it many times before. And just like that, starter Mark Gibson gets her backed into the starting gate. Now, those blinkers now come off. She's in the gate safely, so those blinkers are now off. She will not race with those, and the rest of the field will now enter the gate. Happy Is goes in inside post. Shanghai Barbie will move in right alongside. Happy Is backed out of it. Now takes another approach right up to the line. Here we go with Shanghai Barbie. Thirsty Nick to follow, and Platinum Diva. Pocket Knife stands well. Starter Mark Gibson's in the gate, keeping Roses Are Blue company, as the assistant starter will turn them loose this time. Luciel takes position. Here goes Solo Un Beso, and they are in the gate. And runners away. Happy Is off to a good start from the inside. Shanghai Barbie off well. Then Luciel hustled up from the outside as they prepare to make the sweep round the Mount Rainier turn. And along the inside, Shanghai Barbie is just in front. Along the outside, Luciel goes to accompany the leader. Will drop back 3 to Thirsty Nick, settled into stride, just back of the leaders. Platinum Diva's next on the outside. Ground-saving trip for Happy Is mid-pack. Still 2 back to Pocket Knife, third last. Another 2 to Solo Un Beso, and Roses Are Blue at the tail. Midway up the backstretch they go. Shanghai Barbie just in front. Luciel is shadowing the leader on the outside. Second, Thirsty Nick's holding third. Then Happy Is continues to gain. Platinum Diva in the clear on the outside, 2.5 to Pocket Knife. Solo Un Beso called upon from back of the pack, and Roses Are Blue. Around the turn they go, and it's Shanghai Barbie just in front, but Luciel is right there. Those two dead in the eye with a quarter of a mile to go, and they run to the top of the stretch. And from the outside, here comes Platinum Diva on the attack. Luciel from between horses, Shanghai Barbie, and now Platinum Diva has arrived on the scene. In deep stretch they come. Platinum Diva takes the lead. Late run from Thirsty Nick, center of the racetrack. 50 yards to the wire. Platinum Diva puts them away. Winner 2.5 clear of Thirsty Nick. Then back to Shanghai Barbie. Lucielle. Roses Are Blue rushing up on the outside. Then we had Solo and Beso, Happy Is, and Pocket Knife. Running time for the mile, 1:37 and 69 100ths. Ladies and gentlemen, the inquiry sign appears on the totalizator board. The inquiry, a steward's inquiry. Please hold all tickets. The unofficial order of finish: first it was number 6, Platinum Diva. Second was number 3, Thirsty Nick. Third came number 2, Shanghai Barbie. Fourth, number 8, Lucielle. Once again, a steward's inquiry pending on this, the 4th race. Running time of the race, 1:37 and 69 100 seconds. 4th race today, the Equine Art Show Purse. Ladies and gentlemen, that inquiry does not involve the top place finisher. Stewards in review of the start of the 4th race. No change will be made in the order of finish. In the Michelob Ultra winner's circle, it's Platinum Diva. Platinum Diva is owned by Gene Heredia, Elusive Flores Sandoval, and Eliana Thompson. The winning trainer, Jorge Rosales. Ridden to victory by Kevin Krieger. Platinum Diva, 5-year-old Grey Roan mare by Treasure Beach from Platinum Plus. She was sired by Mizzen Mast. Bred in Florida by Helen and Joe Barbazon. Results official for the fourth race. Here's a look at the prices. Winner number 6, Platinum Diva, $350 to win, $252 to place, $214 to show. Number 3, Thirsty Nick, the runner-up, $690 to place and $394 to show. Third, number 2, Shanghai Barbie, $3.02 to show. Winning exacta, $16.22. Rolling double, $6.16. 50-cent trifecta, $38.49. 10-cent super, $54.27. Pick 3, $18.02. Early pick 4 today, $27.52. Coming up next on the track will be the kids race down the stretch here at Emerald Downs. The youngsters 12 and under will race down the stretch to the finish and then proceed to the winner's circle right after that. They're all gathered in the park. Looking ahead to the fifth race at a mile, the Leaf Guard Purse, number 4, JB Books, a change of rider. Make his jockey Alex Anaya. Alex Anaya to ride number 4, JB Books, in the fifth race today. Here's a look at the photo for the show from the fourth race today. Post time for that fifth race coming up at 3:52, 24 minutes until post time. All right, race fans, they'll be coming on the track here in just a moment. The kids from the park area, 12 and under, taking part in today's Kid Dash. Let's give them a big welcome to the track. There's the official call to post for the kids' race today from track bugler Dan Harrington. As we have, more than 100 or so onto the track here for this. They'll race down the stretch, across the finish line, then head to the winner's circle for that free ice cream. That's really what it's all about. 12 and under on the track. Moments away from a start. It's a little over 100 yards. That's quite a jaunt down the track. And kids away. They come flooding out of the starting gate and charging off the mark to the roar of the crowd. Middle of the racetrack, we got one running clear. But here's a late closer on the outside. These two right to the finish. Oh, is it going to be a photo? Middle of the racetrack. Just in front. And plenty of more yet to finish. Got a few tumbles, got a few thrown shoes down there. They're all on their way to the finish, though. Special thanks to all the kids taking part in the Kids Dash today. How about a nice round of applause for their effort? There's another look at that finish. Good race right to the wire. Yeah, we still have a few more making way down the track. We want to